Tonight, the Senate held a series of votes designed to avoid what had become increasingly inevitable. Both of those votes failed to meet the 60-vote threshold, meaning that at midnight tonight, the federal government is set to shut down. Tonight, just hours from a partial federal government shutdown, Senate Republicans making a last-ditch effort to get enough Democratic votes to keep the government open. But coming up short. Republicans need 60 votes to pass a spending bill to avoid a shutdown, meaning they need at least 7 Democrats to support it.
It's up to Senate Democrats. If they decide to vote it down tonight, they're going to be the ones that have to explain at midnight tonight why the government is shut down.
Democrats say they want to reverse GOP changes to Medicaid. What's the plan to get out of it?
The American people are learning how bad this health care crisis is, and they will put tremendous heat on Republicans to solve it.
But Republicans say Democrats should not shut down the government while both sides negotiate. Is there any way out?
I don't know. That's what worries me. I don't know. I just say to my Democrat colleagues, there is no reason for a shutdown.
The last thing we want to do is shut it down, but a lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, and they'd be Democrat things.
President Trump tonight warning of mass firings.
The Democrats want to shut it down, so when you shut it down, you have to do layoffs.
You can't fire massive firings in the federal government without hurting the quality of services for the American people.
In a shutdown, Social Security, Medicare, and VA benefits would continue, as would student loans. But national parks could close, and 750,000 federal workers could be furloughed. Others, like TSA officers, would work without pay.
We're looking for bombs, weapons, stuff like that, and you can't miss, right? So you don't want officers with added stress of how am I going to pay my bills.
Ryan Nobles, NBC News, the Capitol.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.